everybody, it's OMAD Caroline. If you don't know me, OMAD stands for one meal a day, and I have been doing one meal a day for 17 months. If you don't know my story, I started this weight loss journey of one meal a day back in May of 2019, and my weight was 235.4 pounds. And on my 1 year anniversary on May 6, 2020, I weighed in at 155. Well, I attribute my weight loss of 80.4 pounds in that first year to one meal a day. Well, after I hit that 1 year anniversary, I was like, hey, I'm going to shift my focus off of weight loss and do more fitness. Currently, I am training for a half marathon, which I will do the month of my 50th birthday. That's in January. And I'm currently training for that. Plus, I like to keep up on strength training. So I'm doing a lot of cross training within that half marathon training. So let's talk about what today is. Today is October 1st. That means it is my monthly weigh-in and recap. If you guys follow along, you know on September 1st, I said, hey, I am going to get back to the core of who I am and focus on one meal a day and do true and blue OMAD for the entire month, because after my 1 year anniversary, I kind of got a little more lax. I started opening up my window longer. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to really try to focus on one meal a day. For the month of September, I did great doing one meal a day, and I only had 3 days in which I opened my window, and it was between 4 and 6 hours. But the thing is, you guys, though 2 of those 3 days happened 2 days ago on Monday and then yesterday. So Ted and I are celebrating our 31st wedding anniversary. That was actually yesterday, September 30th. And we have a lot of things going on in our life right now. My son-in-law lost a family member, and they have been really having to deal with that as far as my son-in-law and my daughter. So I've been really stepping up, babysitting when they need me, and covering their store. They own a shop, and I cover their shop so that they have time to deal with this loss and help each other out as far as their family. So it's been really crazy, and Ted and I, we have had to slip in our celebrations within the kids' schedule. So that means on Monday, Ted and I decided we're going to go out for our dinner. On Monday night, we went to Red Lobster. I ate the feast, and I drank lots and lots of wine on Monday. Tuesday, I had my regular OMAD, and then yesterday was actually our anniversary. We were thinking about just staying in, but Kayla ended up picking up my grandson a little bit earlier than what we had thought. So we were like, you know what, let's go out and celebrate on our actual anniversary. So we went to one of our favorite stops when we ride motorcycle, and we ate tons of awesome bar food. A great bar that we go to in Haskins called the Mail Pouch. They have really good food. So we ate that. They actually brought us out like an anniversary dessert, and I drank lots of wine. Like, I'm surprised. My stomach's a little yuck this morning. I'm surprised I don't have more of a hangover, to tell you the truth. But we ended up enjoying ourselves, staying out really late, played Keno, and just chit-chatted. And what was great was there was this older couple sitting in the booth behind us, and just listening to them talk to each other, I went to Ted and I said, I am so lucky to have you, because we talk to each other really nice. Like, we've always been really nice to each other, and this couple just was super sweet and nice to each other. I think a lot of times I take for granted how amazing of a relationship I have with my husband, and I just thought they sounded like they have an amazing relationship. So Ted and I ended up secretly buying their dinner, and I think that's going to be a new thing for us, is buying dinner for somebody in the restaurant we go to on our anniversary. We loved it. So anyways, let's talk about weight. So you guys, I could have waited a week because I know I had a couple of those days, or I could have weighed in earlier, and I was like, no, I'm weighing in on the 1st, because that's when I said I'm always going to weigh in. Life happens. It's not the end of the world if the scale goes up. And mostly if the scale goes up on something you did recently, it's going to come off quick once you get back online, and that's where I'm at mentally. So let's talk about the scale, all right? So on September 1st, I weighed in at 156.2. And this morning, I jumped on the scale weighing 160 on the money. Oh, yes, you guys, I gained 3.8 pounds. It's not no biggie because I do not think it's a true gain, because I had a couple of days within the last few days that I totally had 6 hour windows and ate a lot of junk. And most of that junk is still with me, if you know what I'm saying. So I had a 3.8 pound gain. Now, let's take a look at my measurements, because I think that is the true indicator on whether this is true and blue weight gain, or if it's just stuff that I can get off real quick. All right. So last week, my measurements were a total measurement of 187.25. And this week, I have a total overall measurement of 187.5. So I had a 1/4 inch gain overall. But there is a big difference on where I lost and gained, you guys, okay? So I lost 1/2 inch off of my chest. So when Ted measures me, he comes around right here. It captures a lot of back fat. So I lost a 1/2 inch there, you guys. But I gained a 1/4 inch on each of my biceps. I think it's muscle. You guys, my cross training, I have really focused on doing reps until failure. And I think when you do that, you actually get some muscle gain. Like I have added 5 to 8 reps on some of the exercises until I hit failure. So I know that I have made muscle gain in my arms. All right, I lost a 1/4 inch off my hips, you guys, but I gained a 1/4 inch on both of my thighs. I put on my weighted vest and I do a lot of lunges and squats, you guys. I'm trying to strengthen my legs for this half marathon I'm going to be doing. So I've been really focusing on building the muscles in my legs. And I really do think it's muscle. And the reason why I think that is because I actually lost on my hips. And yeah, there's some gain on my thighs, but it's all good. Plus, Ted said when he was measuring me, he thinks that I'm looking leaner. All right, so I feel good about that. So I really do think that my overall measurements just indicates that what I have put on that 3.8 is not really fat. And the main indicator for me is if you take a look at my week 52 weigh-in, that was my lowest weight. I was weighing 155. My waist was 36.25 inches. And you're looking at me now weighing 5 pounds heavier at a 36-inch waist. So it's not a whole lot, 1/4 inch difference, but at least I'm not gaining in the midsection, and that's a true indicator of weight gain. So yeah, so there it is, you guys. So currently my overall weight loss currently, as I said, I started out with the weight of 235.4, and now I am currently weighing 160. So overall loss currently is 75.4. All right, so let's talk about my goals for October. Number one goal, you guys, I'm doing Sober October again. I did Sober October last year and it went really great and I felt really good. It's just a good way to detox from all of that wine that is a slippery slope. So yeah, I am doing Sober October. And number two, I decided to get a little weight loss focused because I really do think if I get some weight off, it will help me in my half marathon. You guys, I'm only 5'2", maybe a dab above it, but not quite 5'3". And I just think that I've got a good 20-30 pounds that could come off and make me feel better. So I decided to get weight loss focused, and I'm gonna have a goal to get into the 140s on my November 1st weigh-in. So I would like to see 149. And I decided to go with Ted's process of fasting. I'm going to stick the link down below in my description to tell about Ted's whole, fasting regimen. The only difference with Ted and I is Ted actually does a 6 hour eating window, sometimes four, and on the days he fasts, he fasts. But I will be doing one meal a day. On the days I fast, but on those other days that I eat, it will be one meal a day. So, yeah, so that is what I'm planning on doing. So, those are my goals, you guys. Goals is to sober October, get down to 149 would be great. That's 11 pounds. That's doable, right? And to try to stick to Ted's protocol. And that is it, you guys. A real quick update. Sorry on the delay for getting this up. I actually recorded the video, but my video was recording so choppy. And then I went to update my computer, and oh my gosh, you guys, it tied up so bad. So it took me a while to get the computer debugged and get it all updated and stuff. So yeah, it's been a rough morning. Plus, I have my grandson. Luckily, Ted's home this week because he took off the week for our anniversary, and he's downstairs chilling out with the grandson while I create this video real quick. But yeah, you guys, I hope you had a great month of September. We're going to kick butt in October, and that's what's happening with me. I will talk to you later. Bye.